Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for those of you who are new, don't forget to subscribe down below if you do enjoy the video. But as you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, today is finally the day, guys. We finally got a tune for the M5. I found a really good deal on a JB4. It is used, supposedly it was only used for a week, but it looks really good condition. It looks pretty much brand new. So yeah, I did pick it up. It did come with the Bluetooth adapter on it too. So yeah, I mean, I think I got a pretty good deal. Some of you guys might not be too happy because I'm taking off the dine-in tune today. But you know what, it is what it is. If you'd like to continue the journey and the build, then that'd be super cool and I really appreciate it. If you don't, then you know what, it's okay. But anyways, let's get straight into it, guys. Today's probably gonna be a very long video because I was debating whether to do a very in-depth video on how to install everything or just do like a quick time-lapse. But I did realize that there is basically no video on how to install the JB4 on the M5. I got some lights set up over there, but there's really no videos on how to install the JB4 on the M5. So hopefully I can help some of you guys out today. It is going to be a little difficult for me as well because I'm following just like written instructions and stuff. So yeah, anyways, let's get straight into it, guys. First thing I actually want to do though is actually take off everything that I need to take off. I know I'm gonna need, obviously I'm gonna need to take off the dine-in tune. I'm gonna take off the engine cover, intakes. I'm gonna have to take some stuff off on these charge coolers to get to the boost solenoids. So, oh, and we also have to take something off over there to put the JB4 inside under the cowl and stuff. So yeah, let's just get straight into it, guys. I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod and explain everything we have to take off. And yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. Alright guys, so first things first, of course, engine cover has to come off. I think the next thing we're going to do is actually take off the intakes. So to take off the intake, we're going to go ahead and take off this clamp right here, and then obviously this hose right here is going to have to come out of the way, and then this bolt over here that you guys can see right there, and that looks like it's probably like a T25 or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all those off on both sides. For this, you just need to press down on the tab and pull out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, and then we can move on to the next step. We will be using a 6mm. Not too sure if you guys can see that. Probably not. The light's pretty bright. To take out the clamp, just so you guys can know. The Torx on the side of the airbox is going to be a T27. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is actually disconnect the battery that's in the trunk, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take off the dine-in tune off camera just so I don't make the video extra long. Plus most of you probably won't need to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys once I'm done. So now that I got the whole harness for the dine-in tune taken off, I think the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is actually take off the charge pipes, because I got the BCM. I don't know if they all come with that, but basically this one connects to the boost solenoids, which from what I read are under the charge coolers. So I'm going to start by taking off the charge pipes. To do that, I'm going to take off these two clamps and probably this clamp right here. Same thing on both sides. And then I don't know if the OEM comes with something like this, but this is the BMS one. To take this off, I'm going to just use the Allen key to unbolt it from the top. And then if I have to, there's a bolt literally right here that I will take off as well, just to get these hoses a little bit more free. And then yeah, so if you guys do have the OEM charge pipes, I believe these are different types of clamps that you would have to replace after, because I don't think they're reusable. So I would just get these prior to starting the install, just so you have them ready in case you do need them. Next, we're going to remove this bolt right here and this bolt right there to get the charge coolers a little bit more free, as well as this bolt right there. Same one on the other side right there. The two on the sides are going to be 10mm, and these are going to be T27. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off real quick. Oh dang, you told me the freaking dining was here. So with the instructions that we found online, They have you remove a good amount of stuff, and we're trying to avoid removing as much as we can so we don't have to do too much work. But as you guys can see, we removed the bolts that I told you to do, which was this top one, these clamps, this bolt that goes right there, and then the bolt on the bottom of over there. If you guys have been watching, then you know which one I'm talking about. I did that, and as you guys can see, this thing kind of moves. You guys can see that this moved out of place. Same thing over here. You can actually kind of see where this one's at over here. I can't show you guys too well right now because of the light, but yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is actually remove the cowl where the JB4 is going to be sitting, so we can see how long the harness is and see where exactly we're routing the cables, to see if we will be able to route it without taking all the stuff they're telling us to take off. So yeah, while my brother keeps looking around to see where exactly the other boost solenoid is, because there's one on each side, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking all that off, because the JB4 is going to be sitting literally under that thing right there. So let's get into that. We will be using a clip lifter tool thing to get these clips out of the way. There should be 3, one right here, one right here, and then one right here. I think you should be able to take those 3 out, and then this whole piece right here should come out. So let me go ahead and take those off real quick. Camera. Okay, with those 3 clips out of the way, we're gonna have to lift this seal, the hood seal thingy, up. Just be careful, make sure you don't rip nothing, and then this thing should just lift straight out. As you guys can see right here, is just hold on to the brace. This brace right here with some clips. Just lift it carefully, should come out really easy. Okay, so now as you guys can see, this piece is out of the way. From the pictures that I've seen online, it looks like the JB4 has to be sitting right here, right next to this pump, or this reservoir. So we're going to be doing that, and then I think the cables will just go up this way, and then the actual OBD cable is going to go in through right there, I believe. So yeah, right now what I'm going to do is actually sit the JB4 down over here and probably zip tie it to something, and then start routing the cables that way, so we know how much space we have of the wires and where exactly everything's supposed to go routed. Alright guys, so after reading the instructions a bit more, it looks like we're gonna have to take some stuff off. I just realized that they're actually both on this side, both boost solenoids. We thought it was one on this side and one on that side. So anyways, basically what we're doing right now is we're gonna take off this brace right here. So this piece and this piece are separate. You're gonna have to take off this clip right here, this clip right here, that will expose 2 bolts right here. We're gonna do the same ones on the other side, as well as these bolts right here. There's one right here, there's one under this one going that way, there's this one, and then I believe there's one right there and one right here. We're gonna be taking all those off. I'll let you guys know what size those are in a bit. And then over here we're gonna take off this hose right here. We're gonna disconnect this connection right here, and then there is a T20 right there holding this actual valve in. We're gonna take that one off to be able to take this out of the way just a bit, to give us a little more room to moving this around. And then after that, we will be taking off this clamp that you guys can see over here. You guys will be able to see it in person, but it's the top clamp, this one right here. You guys will be able to see the actual screw to take it off. Removing that will let us lift the charge cooler up enough to access both boost solenoids. At least that's what it says in the instructions. So we'll be doing that right now. I'll be doing most of that off camera, just because there's not a lot of space for light, the camera, and for us to be actually doing the work. You guys will probably be seeing us more than the actual car. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and see if we can see where the boost solenoids are at. Alright guys, so as you can see, the bar is now out of the way. It has these 2 bolts right here, those 2 right there, and then there's gonna be 5 bolts. Anyways, there's 5 bolts along right there. They were all size 13, so you can get that out of the way, and then you have a little bit more room in here to mess with the car. But yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this side over here and this thing, and then hopefully we'll see some progress in a bit. So as you guys can see, we pretty much took off that clamp right there, and then we were able to lift the charge cooler just enough to be like on top of the clamp or that hose, and we were actually able to lift it a good amount more to the point where we can actually see the boost solenoids. It looks like they are both like kind of right next to each other, on top of each other, kind of. I don't know if I can really show you guys too much because there's not too much space to put the camera in here. But yeah, they're both right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're pretty much both right there. You will definitely be able to see them in person if you basically lift the charge cooler as much as it's being lifted right now. But yeah, now what we're gonna do is I basically routed the cable from that little spot to this side, so you guys can see everything right here. Now we're gonna go ahead and route the cables, so long cables. Now we're gonna go ahead and route the cables under all the stuff, down to the boost solenoids, to the T-map sensor on this side, and the T-map sensor on this side, and then we'll go ahead and put everything back on. I'm not too sure if I showed you guys where the T-map sensors are at, but it's basically one right here, this one right there. You guys can see where it says 3.5, and then this one right here, you guys can see right there. Same exact spot on both sides. So yeah, now just in case you guys don't know, these are for the T-maps. The other one's over here for the T-maps, and then these are going to be for the boost solenoids. You guys can see right here. So yeah, now we're going to go ahead and put everything on, connect everything, and then we'll go ahead and put everything back on and hopefully test it out. So stay tuned, guys. We're currently putting everything back on, but just a little reminder, you actually didn't have to take anything off on this side, not these or that, or this bolt right here, or the bolts down here. Everything was just on that side over there. If anything, you can just loosen these a little bit to be able to route the cables under just a little bit easier, but you really don't have to do anything. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that real quick. Now I'm gonna continue putting everything back on. Alrighty guys, so basically we connected the boost solenoids, we connected the T-maps. Obviously all the cables are routed already. You guys can see how the T-maps are connected over here. This is the JB4 cable with the OEM cable, and then the JB4 cable over here, and then it got routed over here under all this stuff over here. The boost solenoids the cables are routed down behind this thing in the bottom, and then we have this other T-map over here. You guys can see how it's connected, the OEM with the JB4, and then it's all routed back there. So basically everything is on already how it's supposed to be. The only thing we're missing so far is the intakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the intakes on right now, and this piece too. I need to put this piece on real quick, and then we can actually move on to installing the OBD2 cable into the cabin. And yeah, like I mentioned before, it has the Bluetooth adapter. So we got the app already, so maybe we'll be checking that out. And besides that, yeah, I'll give an update again once we're actually onto that thing over there. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, quick little updates. We got the intakes in, we got pretty much everything in. The only thing we need to do now is actually route the OBD2 cable through the firewall into the cabin, and then plug it into the actual JB4. And then after that, we can go ahead and put this ground cable right here, and that should be pretty much it. We should get power, everything should be connected, and the Bluetooth should work. So we're gonna go ahead and start disassembling the bottom parts of the cabin, the footwell of the driver's seat, and then we can go ahead and expose where the firewall is so we can try to route the cable. And yeah, that should be pretty much it. Hopefully it isn't too hard, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. But yeah guys, super excited to see how it feels. Now over here inside the car, what we're gonna want to do is take off this bolt right there, Should be another bolt right there, and then that torques right there because it gets in the way of this panel right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, lower this down. It should be held on by some clips as well, and then we'll see exactly where the firewall is at from here. That way we can run the OBD2 cable in through here and have it connected over here. Sorry if you guys can't see too good, but yeah, so let me take this off real quick and then we'll see what we can see. All right guys, so as you guys can see, we lowered the panel, and if you guys can see back there, that's a large black circle. I believe that's the firewall. That's where we will be running the OBD2 cable from, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like from the top right now. But yeah, now that we have access to this, we can go to the top and see what we have to take off to run the cable through there. So let's go to the top and see how it looks. All right guys, so as you guys can see right here, if you guys see that big circle with like the wires coming out of it right around there, that's the big circle we were looking at from the bottom. If you guys see that little circle on top, it's literally right on top of it. It had a little like circle on it. I peeled it back, and then there was like a little rubber grommet on there. I pushed it through, and then we were able to get the wire out here. You guys can see it's now connected. So this is gonna stay over here like this. It's all gonna be covered, and then over there we'll be able to connect the OBD2 connection into the OBD2 ports. And yeah, that's pretty much all we have to do now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this, assemble that, and then I'll show you guys how it looks once it's all done. All right, so as you guys can see, everything is officially done up here. Just need to put the cover on. If we go over here to the inside, you guys can see that everything is put back together. That torch right there, the bolt right there, this bolt over here, and as you guys can see right here, that is the JB4 OBD2 cable. So that just goes connected like that, and then the cable goes routed to the top, inside around, so you don't see any cables at all. And that's when it's connected, it's tucked in really nice. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and put the top piece back on, and then we can go ahead and take it out for a little drive and try out some functions. Probably, maybe, I don't know, we'll see if we can put the boost gauge on the gas gauge. So we'll see right now. Gonna start it up real quick. Little cold start at oh, that time not there, but it's about 5 something in the morning. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later. Reason for that is that, first of all, my JB Connect, which is like the Bluetooth part of the JB4, wasn't working. That was because it was still registered to the person that I got it from. I had to email customer support, and they actually reset it for me, so everything's working perfectly fine now. And I didn't really know too much about the settings, how to use them and stuff, so I had to do a little research, see what each setting was, what each map was for, and stuff like that. And I got it all figured out now, so now I know how it works and everything, and I can actually show you guys how much boost I'm running at the moment and what I run as stock. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and we'll be showing you guys everything along the way. So one cool thing that I actually really like is that I didn't know that this was something that came with my JB4. I thought this was only a M54 JB4 type of thing, but if you guys go ahead and look at the cluster, when I go ahead and turn on the car, it actually does a needle sweep. So that's super cool. That's actually something that I really like. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the GoPro now and show you guys a little POV, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys how the car feels and stuff. And I'll show you guys the boost as stock and the boost as map 3. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get on the road. Alright guys, we are now recording on the GoPro. Hopefully you guys aren't getting too much wind noise. I have the windows open. So yeah, something pretty cool with JB4 is that you can actually change the maps on the fly. so I can change it right now as I'm stopped on this at the stoplight, or even while I'm driving. All I have to do is hold down the BC button, and then it'll go into this little menu where the left turn signal is on. And then if I'm on 0 on the speedometer, and then you guys can see over here on the RPMs, I am at 3. That means I'm on map 3. So what I can do here is hold down the BC button again. It'll switch to the RPMs, and then here is where I can switch my map. So I'm gonna just keep pressing the BC button until I get to map 0. Map 0 is pretty much stock. So I'm on map 0, hold down the BC in again, and it'll save. It'll flash 3 times or 2 times. Basically now I'm on map 0. Another way to tell is by going into the app and going to settings, and you can tell right there it says map 0. If I were to change the map, then it would show here whatever map I'm on. But yeah, so I'm on map 0 right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the boost is like. And just in case you guys want to know, I have everything in Sport Plus, and then I'm just driving in I'm just letting it drive itself, shift by itself. So I'm just on drive. I'm not in manual mode. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little pull, and you guys will be able to see what the boost is like. Alright, so as you guys saw, the car feels super good. It actually already feels like really fast. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch now to map 3 and show you guys what map 3 is like, and you guys will be able to see how much boost I hit on map 3. Alright, so now I'm on map 3. I believe map 3 is it should be on 18 psi, solid 18 psi. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what that feels like right now. Again, same way. I'm on drive, letting it shift by itself with everything in sport mode. And yeah, I think on stock it was hitting max like 15-16 psi. So we'll see what it hits right now running on map 3. Alright guys, so this is now me running in map 3, where I should be hitting a solid 18 psi. So you guys saw right there, I was hitting literally 18 to 20 psi the whole way, and then you guys can see that on shifts it'll like go up to I think 20 something psi, but it literally stays at 18 to 20 psi the whole way, and the car feels so quick, guys. Oh my god. You can definitely tell the difference. That's crazy, guys. And this is literally just map 3 on downpipes. I don't have anything else. I've gotten a lot of people tell me to do meth injection, water meth injection, which is actually something that I'm really interested in, especially because that's something that JB4 can control. So yeah, that's actually something I'm really interested in. But meanwhile, I think I'm gonna continue on maintenance. But yeah, you guys saw right there how it was. The car feels super fast. Like literally the car already feels fast stock, and now it feels even faster, which is crazy because I really don't know how much power the car's pushing right now, but I know stock it pushes about 675 horsepower. So right now it has downpipes, and then it has the JB4 tune, I'm running map 3. So if you guys can kind of calculate how much the power it's pushing at the moment, then you guys can go ahead and comment it down below. But yeah, I think that's gonna conclude this video, guys. I wish you guys can actually see how excited I am. I wish you guys can see how excited I was when I first bought the JB4. I had literally seen this JB4 for sale like 3 weeks prior to me buying it, and I really wanted it. I just didn't want to buy it so quick and then later kind of regret it because I needed the money for maintenance or for something else. But I was finally able to buy it, and I was so excited the whole way when I went to go pick it up, and then I was like super excited to install it. But yeah, guys, that's gonna conclude today's video, guys. I just wanted to show you guys this install and my reaction and kind of the gains of what this tune can give you. So yeah, all right guys, well that's gonna be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I was able to be as in-depth as possible with the install. I know there was a couple things that I couldn't really show too good, but for the most part hopefully I showed most of it pretty good. But yeah, guys, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, if you did, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below what kind of videos you guys want to see next. Anything you guys ask for that I can make, I'm gonna go ahead and make it for you guys. But yeah, with all that being said, I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.